Hello and welcome to week 6. For week 6, our week is an overview of the week at a glance. Here is that you're going to obviously complete your reading assignment for the week. You'll look through those review materials. This time it's formulating research questions and refreshing your memory about the annotated bibliography format. We're going to do a second one. And then you'll turn in your research question, and that will also include a thesis statement, and you'll turn in the annotated bibliography. Both of those are due toward the end of the week. All right, so this week you won't be going into our online resource, our open educational resource textbook, but you'll be looking for 2 additional scholarly articles related to your topic. So this is in preparation for project number 2. Like I've been saying, everything that we do this semester builds towards that final project, so that you'll keep adding and adding as we go. So you did find 2 scholarly articles a couple of weeks ago. You're going to add to that for a total of 4. Those 4 are going to form the research, the outside research aspect of project number 2. But as you did, you remember you created or kind of came up with a set of questions and some ideas related to your topic way back in the first couple of weeks of the semester. And then you found some articles. You thought about what made at least one of those articles effective. Now you're going to kind of think about what you learned from those articles. And as you search for 2 more, hopefully you're starting to fine-tune your topic a little bit more. This is really what happens in the research process. We start to find some initial information, and then we dig in a little more deeply to some aspect of it, because that first kind of foray into the topic puts us in a direction. So hopefully you've found that new direction. You'll find 2 more articles that are related to your topic, but kind of move in a way that you want to prove something about this topic. It helps you start to think about what your claim is going to be. All right, and so then you'll read about what a good research question is comprised of. So again, thinking back to that topic journal, you came up with some very general questions about your topic. Now you're going to dig in a little more deeply. Reading through this, you'll go from those more generalized questions into a more specific question, something that you ultimately want to prove as you continue to research and write about this topic this semester. And then, of course, you'll see that you've got the annotated bibliography. It is the exact same handout, just, it's number 2 instead of number 1. So again, you're going to set up, the first page will be your references. You'll put those in APA format. You want to think about how they would be cited, and use those cite widgets in your articles to do some of that work for you. Remember that sometimes we need to do a little editing even when our databases provide us with that information. And then you're going to write a 1-page double-spaced summary of the key points within each source. So basically you have a 1-page summary of source number 1, a 1-page summary of source number 2, double-spaced. But within those summaries, include the strongest rhetorical appeal of the article, what you think the article's purpose is, and who you think the article's intended audience is. So that will also be included in that 1-page summary. Next, you're going to, as I said, think about what you learned in formulating research questions. You're going to, kind of narrow it down, as I said, into 1, possibly 2 things you'd like answers to as you continue to research. So in the text box provided, you're going to list your research questions, so that kind of drilled down question that you're hoping to have your research answer this semester about your topic. And then often just by simply, converting your question into a statement, you can start to form that working thesis statement. I'm not expecting it to be in final copy form at this point. We haven't even, written the actual paper. So, look at that research question, convert it to a statement and flesh it out so that you've got a working thesis statement. So those two things, question and statement, are due by the end of the week. And then, of course, you're going to submit your annotated bibliography. Don't forget, you are welcome to submit it as a PDF or as a Word document. But if you do decide to, share a link with me, just make sure that the link is set to anyone with the link can view. And then finally, feel free to ask any questions you have. We have multiple ways that we can communicate over the course of the semester. But I look forward to your questions. I look forward to your work. It's fun for me to see the development of this topic over the course of the semester. And I hope that you have a lovely week.